Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ravenport and episode 17 of this Let's Play series. So in the previous episode we did the multi-contract jobs on fields 8, 11, 7 and 13. No, not 7, sorry, 17, 13, 8 and 11. We completed all those and we had around about $80,000 left. If you look top right hand corner, we've now only got, we haven't got anything. We actually owe the banks some money, so minus 2,903. And as you probably saw on that one, we do now own field 14 as well. So I increased our loan slightly and purchased that. And currently all fields are planted with soybeans. Field 14 and 15 do need some fertilisation. 14 hasn't got any at all, and 15 needs another coat of fertiliser on that one. 14 will require ploughing as well after this next harvest. Switch that back on so you can see. What we'll do then is when we plough that, we'll plough 14 and 15 together, just down that strip in the middle. It's not going to make a huge difference, but it's better to have it as one big field than a separate ones. So what we're going to do today is, well, first off we need to clean the animals. So we get the bucket on here. And then we're going to take our wool. We've got a fairly decent price on wool at the moment, and we've got around about 7 wool pallets. So we'll load up our small trailer. We'll need to convert it down to the flatbed. We'll put all the pallets on there and get those over to the spinnery. And then what we'll do is head up to the store, and I've got the auto load egg pallet enabled on this map now, so we'll pick up a few of the egg pallets that we can bring back and then use those to start loading up the eggs. And then when we've got all 7 pallets full, we'll take those over to the sell point when there's a good price on those. So we just finished cleaning up the chickens. Our first 2 horses will be ready to sell tomorrow, or tomorrow in game day. So we should have that money coming in, minus 10,000 for buying 2 more to replace them. So we'll get $90,000 coming in. So we just drop this back off. I'll get the bale spike back on. I'll get the Stroutman trailer converted down to the bale one, and then we'll get the wool pallets loaded up. Okay, so I've got the trailer converted over to the bale loading one. So we've got 7 pallets that are completely full in total. So we should be able to get 6 on the trailer and then 1 on the forks to take up. I'll take over to the spinnery, which is not too far away. So the current price is just over $2,000 for 1,000 litres, which I'm not sure on what the kind of best price you can get on this level is, but that's not too bad. And we're in minus, so we do need a bit of money. So we get this one dropped off. We're up to around about 60 sheep now. The reproduction rate's currently around about 17 hours. So when we do reach capacity, we'll take a full load up in the trailer and sell those. And then we'll just keep repeating that every time we get a full pasture. We'll take a full trailer load up to the animal dealer. So that's 2 pallets on. So I hope everyone's had a good weekend. I've been quite productive this weekend, got quite a few videos done, so trying to get slightly ahead, so I'm not trying to upload and publish a video the same day. I can be a day or 2 ahead with the uploads. So I got a couple of videos done yesterday, and I got one on Felsburn on the time-lapse series recorded this morning as well. So I'm hoping to get this video recorded and possibly get another video on this series done today as well. Just because I want to try and get ahead on this series as well with the uploads. Friday's video ended up being published Saturday morning. So I didn't get a chance to do it till late Thursday evening, and I just didn't get time to get it edited and rendered and uploaded in time for Friday. So hopefully I can get another one recorded today and try and keep it a little bit shorter as well. It will be helpful. I can get just a little bit ahead and makes it a lot easier for me on getting the videos up. We just get this one on the back without pushing any of the others off. Okay, so we're just gone up to the spinnery. I'm not sure if we're going to have to completely unload all of these pallets. Oh, there's part of the first one sold. Looks like we're going to have to unload them, which is a bit annoying. Well, this is going to take us out the minus anyway, and keep the bank manager off our backs for a little bit. So one thing I'm not quite sure exactly where the trigger is without having the interactive zone markers on, which I tend to keep off because I don't like the way they look around the animal pens and that. And really need to take the pallets off the back first. Otherwise we're gonna tip our trailer up. So let's get these back ones off. Really annoying that you have to unload the pallets to get them to actually hit the trigger. It could possibly be they have actually adjusted it, because I'm on the mod map. The actual trigger's still a little bit smaller than it should be. I'm thinking about it, so I might have to have a look into Giant's editor at the actual trigger and see how big it is, because I seem to be having a few issues trying to sell some of these. There we go. So 2 pallets left. And the last one. Oh, should have just done that straight away. So we're up to 11,739 now. So what I'm going to do is head up to the store and we'll buy some of the auto load egg pallets. I'll get them all loaded on. You don't need to see me loading a trailer again. And then we'll get back to the farm, then get those unloaded. And then we can head up to field 14. Get some fertiliser on that field if we can. And see if we can do field 15 again as well. Okay, so I've got 6 of the auto load egg pallets on the back. I've also got our other trailer back from the store, which I completely forgot I'd left there. And finally the last of the pallets. So we've got the herbicide tank on the front forks that's been sat up in the store for quite a while as well. So finally got all those moved out from the shop. The seed pallet we used up in the contract on field 11. So we just drop that one down there. Get that back trailer disconnected. And then we'll just drop this one off. Over here, I'll get these sorted out in a bit and put away. I say I completely forgot we'd got one trailer missing. It was only when I drove up to the store I was like, what's that trailer doing there? Oh, it's ours. Right, so if we put this down here. Now I think there is a newer version of these egg pallets that they've got better triggers on for the auto load, because these ones can be a little bit hit and miss at times. So even though that's not a full box, it doesn't matter. It just combines it. It doesn't say like there's 6 boxes of 150 litres. It just combines the totals of the boxes all into one. Unfortunately, you have to put the forks or pallets in to be able to see how much is in each box or pallet. So if we just... Now I don't know if they've all gone in the same one. Let's zoom in a bit so we can actually see. So there's 300 litres of eggs in that one. And let's see if any have gone in this one. Yeah, so we've got 460 in that one. So it's kind of gone in some in one, some in the other. What I'll do is I'll probably get one pallet off and just place it down here, and then when boxes spawn we can just throw them in. And then when we've got all 6 of those filled, so it's 2,400 litres per pallet, and we'll take those over. The egg price at the moment I think is quite good. Unfortunately we don't have many eggs, so where are we going? So we've got 5,680 currently at the ranch for eggs. Yeah, although we're not far off having 1,000 litres, it's probably not worth selling them at the moment. And when you do sell these pallets, the pallet completely disappears, so you do have to buy them again. You can't reuse them. So if you take up a pallet that's only half filled, you will lose the whole pallet. They're not expensive, at $25 to buy each. But yeah, there's no point in wasting the pallet. So what we'll do, we'll get the sprayer on. We'll use the Magnum. It's got the twin row crops on anyway. And I'll just park that one right in front of the sprayer, which we need. I do need to have a bit of a tidy up in here again. It's getting a bit of a mess. So we've got great demand at the ranch. What's that for? Eggs. Oh wow, 6,816 now for eggs at the ranch. That's a shame. We need more chickens. Quick chickens, or hens should I say. Lay some more eggs as fast as you can. Yeah, I doubt we'll get enough to... That's a bit of a shame. Right, so we don't need the seed hopper. I'll drop that off. And we'll drop off the rear section of this. And get the sprayer on. The front tank as well as that. So we'll get that hooked up. Possibly might need to refill it. We have got some in that IBC there, not sure how much is in there. But we don't have a fill point for... Yeah, that's good. One's got herbicide in and one's got liquid fertilizer. Alright, let's see if it'll actually let me unload this one somewhere up here. Not enough space. It did that. I literally drove around everywhere last time trying to unload the sprayer, and down here was the only place it would let me actually do it. So see if it actually works now. Nope. How much space do you actually need to... There's only 2 pallets. No, it's 1 pallet because it's 2,000 litres. Right, this is a... Oh, there we go. So we'll get this filled up with whatever's left in this IBC. Hopefully that's enough. So 62%, which should be enough to do those 2 fields if we can. So we'll head up there and get those sprayed. Okay, so we're up to field 15 and it's kind of got two different growth stages on, so we'll see if we can actually spray it. We should be able to spray the section that's got the more advanced growth stage. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do the other one, but we'll see. And I'm going to just leave a worker, because when you get the crop like this, it's pretty much impossible to actually see where you're actually spraying. So let's just check, see if that is actually working. Yep. So we've got weeds in field 14 as well now, which we should be able to do with the weeder. So I'll go and get the weeder onto the other tractor, and we'll come back and get that weeded while the worker does this one. Okay, so we've got the weeder now on the Maxim, so we should be able to do the weeding on this field if we drive all through the bushes to get access to it. And then what we'll do, we'll get this one fertilised, at least that first fertilisation stage, and then we can come back when it's got the next growth stage on to get the final fertilisation. But we shouldn't have to worry about weeds again on this field now until after the harvest, which will then, as I say, we'll plough this strip of grass, combine these two fields. We probably will have to get the spreader to spread some lime on the ploughed section, and what I'm thinking of doing is selling our fertiliser spreader, the smaller one, and buying the bigger one, not the really big one, the smaller one of the trailed spreaders. Buying that one now, because I think now we've got quite a few fields that getting that bigger one will be more useful to us. The fact that it can do lime as well as fertiliser, and then we can use that on contracts, for fertilising contracts, which do seem to bring in quite a bit of money, and we can get those done quicker. Just missed that one little weed there. So I'll finish this, get this weeded and get it fertilised, and then we'll have a look at doing something else. Okay, so that's the field weeded and fully not fully fertilised. The first layer of fertilisation on that one anyway. So that's all done. So we do have a bit of space on this section here. We could increase the field out a little bit, just towards the road a bit. I don't really want to go the other side towards the rail track, because if we do have a worker, they'll end up just turning round on the actual track, and at some point they'll get hit by the train if we're going in that direction. So, but we can come out this way a little bit. Once we've done the harvest, we'll look again to plough, just increasing that a little bit and getting those fields joined together. So we turn that off. So apart from the next layer of fertilisation on 14, we're pretty much done with all our fields for now, for what we can do. So we've got nothing to sell. we have got some wheat, but 8,000 litres not worth taking over, and we possibly need that to top up the chickens as well anyway. So we can look at contract work. Nothing too big though, just see if there's any smaller jobs. So we've got potato sowing, which should probably take forever. Fertilizing on field 11, that's quite a big sprayer, we haven't got a sprayer that big. Baling ones, which I don't think they're worth doing, there's too much involved for that, for how much you get paid for them, to be honest. So we have got that fertilizing job, which we can use solid or liquid slurry or manure, it doesn't matter which. So that's 18,000, so we could do that one and get the bigger sprayer, fertilizer spreader. There's also that one as well, field 22, which, so we'll also accept field 11 as well. And there's another fertilizing job which is on field 21, which we'll also accept. And what we can do is we'll take our smaller fertilizer spreader up to the shop, and we can do 21 and 22 on the way using that. Then we'll sell that one, buy the bigger one, then we'll go and do field 11 using that. So I'll come back for the maximum after, and we'll get this one back first. Get the fertilizer spreader on this one, and then head up towards fields 21 and 22. Get those done, buy the new spreader, and then head up to the other field. Okay, so I've got the fertilizer spreader on the back. We're just coming up to fields 21 and 22. So we just head up here. So we'll get these two fertilized. So then we'll sell this one and buy the bigger one, and then go and do the other contract. So these shouldn't take too long even with this one. They're not huge fields. What we'll do, we'll unload any fertilizer left in this. We can unload and then put into the new one. We probably will have to, well, more than like we are going to have to increase our loan a little bit, which is not too much of an issue. So we don't have the biggest loan in the world. It just amazes me how big that crater is. When you see this field from some angles, there's that huge like crater in the middle, or just off to the middle. Definitely one if you buy this field. I think I have done a harvesting job on this. I don't think it was in any of the series. It was a contract job, I think. And with a big header, trying to do that dip at times was a bit difficult. Maybe one of the things I've ironed out in the update to this map they did in one of the patches. They did make a few minor adjustments to the maps, as I say, because this is not the standard in-game version. I don't know if that was one of the things that did get adjusted. Right, so that's field 22 complete. So we'll collect that one. And then I'll get 21 done, and then we'll head up to the store. And that's field 21 finished as well. So we'll collect that one. So we're up to 15,373. So we can head up to the store and sell this one if I can find the way out of this field. It would be nice if some of these fields there did actually put some kind of pathway off the road up to them. Especially those three there, there's like, doesn't appear to be any kind of proper access to those fields other than driving up the verge and across the grass and through bushes. So we'll get this dropped off around the back so we can sell it. Just remember to unload it first. Hopefully that'll unload. So no problems there whatsoever. I'm not sure how much we'll get for this. but we shall see. I don't want to drop off the front waist or crash into the post or flagpole. Right, so I could repair it for 90 or sell it for 15,843, and I don't know if we repair it, do we get more? A little bit, probably just what we got back. I actually want to sell, yes. So we've got $31,233. So we're going to need to borrow a little bit of money. Let's just have a look in the store and see what the spreader is. So we're going to go for this one, which is the K105 Bradle. Preferably want to get it with the big extension, it's only an extra 750, and with the 6-meter spreading unit. So that's 47,750, which is a little bit more than I thought it was. We'll also put some narrows on. So 48,250 we need. So we're short by around about 17,000, plus we need some money for fertilizer. So let's go and see the bank manager. So we're currently on $525,000 loan, and we'll take it up to 550,000. I'd say we're going to get 18,000 back for completing the contract we're going to do. So we want that with the big extension, narrow tyres and the spreading unit. So let's purchase that. And we also need some big bags of fertilizer. Actually, I think these have been adjusted now. Are these ones cheaper? Yeah, so these are better value. That is right, isn't it? So the seed bag is 900, so that's just double the volume. So that'd be 2,900, 3,840, so that's quite a bit cheaper. So we'll get two, because that's all we can afford. I'll solve that problem. So we've got 4,000 litres there, plus what we had left in the other spreader. So let's get this filled up. You can tell me now I can't load these bags from the ground. Nope. Great, so well, that worked. First time I've used those big bags, and I didn't realise you couldn't unload them off the ground like you can with these ones. So we've got 1,500 litres in there. How much is the big one? We can't even afford another one of them. So there is the bag lifter, which is it under this? So that's 12,600. Damn, that's expensive. We can lease that. Alright, we'll lease that. It's going to get us out of trouble. Save going all the way back down to the farm to get the front loader. So I've just killed the sign. Well, now, will this actually lift this high enough to actually get in there? Is going to be the next one, which is probably going to be a no as well. Or can you? Well, let's bring up the help menu so I can actually see the controls for this thing. Can we actually Yes, we can. Okay, so is it still going to go high enough? Possibly not. Right. So yeah, this is not going very well at all. Right, so what we'll do is use this ramp here to our advantage. If I take this down here, spin it round and come back up, so the opening's on the other side. And then we should be able to reverse the bag over the top. I didn't realise that it was going to be so much trouble using these bags, or I'd have just bought these standard pallets. Because that money we saved by buying these big ones, we've pretty much spent on leasing this lifter. So there we go. Why is that not stopping? Yeah, the controls on this are a bit weird. It's like very slow to move, and then it just seems to doesn't stop. Kind of carries on when you let go of the controls. So we'll get this one in, and then we'll head over to the field we need to do the contract on. We'll get that done, and then I'll probably call it a day then. Okay, so we're at field 11. We'll get this contract completed. That'll take us back up to around about 18,000. That'll be the new spreaders nearly paid for half itself already in one job, so it's not going to take us long to pay it off. Doing some of the contracts, because you do earn quite a bit off the fertilising contracts for how long they take anyway, so they are really worth doing. So I'll continue to get this done.
I hear thunder, I hear lightning, I hear wonders, and everybody wanna go, but no one really cares to know. I see marvels, I see titans, and some troubles that everybody has to face, that no one really can erase, and they hide away from me.
Okay, so we should be pretty much done with this contract anytime soon. Just this last little bit to do, and there we go, field 11 finished. So we complete that for 18,000. I don't think there's any more fertilising jobs at the moment. A lot of sowing, weeding jobs. Yeah, sowing on there, field 7, wheat. I'm not going to do that now. I was not a bad price for that one. Field 5 as well, using the big seed hawk. And that potato one on field 3. Well, field 3 is not a huge field. You only get a reduction of that for 407. I'm not sure how much in the way of seed you'd have to buy to completely do that. Field 3 is not that big of a field. So you can probably still make quite a bit out of that. What we'll do is we'll head back down to the farm. Okay, so we're back at the farm. One thing I've just been thinking about while driving back is I did mention before about getting a second chicken coop. So just borrow 5,000 and have a look. I'll just get another small one. I do have this one, which is a bit cheaper, but I don't know if that kind of fits in with this map. That's something a bit different. That one's only 10,000 as opposed to this one, which is 20 and would be awkward to fit in. Could possibly fit it in down here. Let's just bring up the help menu and see how much that would cost to fit in just down there. So 20,000, so 20,200. That needs to be the other way around. Well, that way would be better. That way doesn't stick out as much. Not really going to cost much more. So get 24/7, 20,504. If we get that one there, so let's buy that. So we've got a new chicken coop. That tree might have to go, although it probably doesn't matter actually. We can still access the boxes. So we just drop one of the auto load pallets off here. I can just throw the boxes in to do that. One other thing I want to show quickly is actually let's just buy some chickens or hens. Right, so what colour did we get in this one? Just brown. Did we only get brown in this one? But we've got two different colours. No, they are just brown. Well, so we'll just get some white ones in this one then. So I gotta spam the A button to fill this up. How much have we got? We'll get one rooster and we'll get as many. No, we can't get that many. Right, confirm. I really wish it to like tell you how many you've got, or there's an easier way to buy multiple chickens. So this is the new one. So we've got 56, the rooster, and the 55 of the white chickens. So we do need to put some wheat in there, which we have got in the silo to do that. So the other thing I'm going to show quickly is if we just jump into here. Now I've got another mod that I discovered a few days ago, which would have been great if I'd known about a while ago. Now I did a video up on the channel about doing wild grass. So where you've done the terraforming, you can get grass to grow that's not classed as a field. I'll just drop the front weight off. Now I've got a new mod installed, which I believe was up on the Giants forum back in December. No amount of searching ever brought it up for me. So if we select the cedar and we've got grass on here, I'll just do this section here. So what this mod does, it basically allows you to plant wild grass. So if I just press something, so I get the keyboard menus up. So at the top now we've got sow grass out of fields. So if we press O to turn that on, then you get another option that comes up, which is mix weeds into grass. So you can select whether you want weeds as well. So if we just switch that on, lower this down, and nice and easy. You're just planting grass outside the field boundaries. So I didn't know about this when I did the other video, or I wouldn't have, but I think the way I did it in that video with the ploughing, planting grass and then using the roller to remove it is the only way you can do it on console. So it's still kind of relevant, but if you're on PC, I will put the link to this in the actual description and also on the mod list, but it'll be towards the top of the description. So you literally just drive around and plant grass. It doesn't work on a direct seed drill. You do need just a standard drill. So like the cheap Amazon, or this one, or I think the Great Plains one that's mod. So if we find somewhere else, we'll just do this strip across here and I'll put weeds on. So if I press J, we've now got 10% mixed weeds into grass, and as we plant you can just see we get random weeds pop up. So there's a few random ones in there. So this, obviously some situations it's still going to be difficult to actually get in to actually plant grass, but it is fairly easy and you don't have to go ploughing, seeding and then going over with a roller either. So not sure why I didn't find this before. I did search multiple times for grass mods. I did find the grass patch mod, which I couldn't get to work properly at first, and the other version I got worked, but then it leveled the terrain, which kind of made it a bit pointless. And I have got the new version of that, which I haven't actually tried yet to see if that is working, but that way works nicely and easy. So I should turn that off. So this will grow now. It's showing up the field because we're next to the field, but this will all grow and you can cut it, mow it. The weeds will just be there randomly as they are. So it's an easy way to plant some grass on your textured areas where you've done some terraforming. I'll probably do these bits as well before the next episode. Make it look a little bit nicer around here rather than having this flat texture around. So we'll call it there for this episode. Again, I've probably gone on too long, or maybe not long enough. It might be a short one, I don't know, but we have got some more chickens now. I will get some food in those after I've finished recording so they can be producing eggs. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, comments, then please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer any questions. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And I forgot what else I was going to say. Oh yeah, if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, then please do consider subscribing. We've got more Farming Simulator 19 videos coming every day with the time lapses and the Let's Play series. And thank you again for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you again. Goodbye.